Yes, the essence of doing this video is not to gain fame. No. It's number one to let the members of the public know that there are some things that Mr. Peter Nwachukwu hindered in the life of Sister Osinachi Nwachukwu. Yes. Mr. Peter Nwachukwu hijacked a song that I did with the wife. He insisted that the song will not come out except by his own approval, which is not supposed to be. Yes. This lady we're talking about, Sister Osinachi Nwachukwu, actually suffered in the hands of Peter Nwachukwu. I also want to use this medium to call the members of the public, please, let every well-meaning Nigerian, and even whether you're a Nigerian or not, let's come out and give justice to Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu. She deserves that. Peter Nwachukwu he has to account for what he did to this precious woman that have been a blessing to our world and our generation. Please, let justice be given to Sister Osinachi Nwachukwu. That's the essence of my doing this, granting this interview. Please, let this be done. Please.
Yes, hello everyone. How you all doing? We are reporting live and direct from Mobility Studios, and today we're going to be discussing on some series of topics about the ongoing issue online everywhere in the globe and all over the internet. And today we have here live in Mobility Studio by my right here a very important personality. He's going to tell us more about himself now. Please let me meet you, sir.
Okay, my name is Evangelist Dominion Emmanuel. Yes, I'm a music minister and also a minister of the gospel.
All right. You're welcome, sir.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome. Evangelist Dominion Emmanuel. You're welcome. Pastor, I thought as much because immediately I saw you, I know that yes, that's the line. Anyways, you're welcome, sir. Thank you so much. This is Mobility Studios, and this program is live. And it's going to be published for everyone to see what is happening here live and direct from this studio. All right, I have some series of questions for you. And as we all know what is going on, what is happening now, and the message on board now, everybody knows, the little, the old, the young, everybody knows about what's happening now in entertainment industry, specifically the music industry. About our own mommy, Osinachi Nwachukwu, is a very terrible issue. Now we are talking about it, and we have somebody here live and direct, a pastor here, and we are going to hear from him, his own part of the story, because this event, this thing that happened, touched him so much. It touched a lot of people, even me myself. It touched us. So what are we going to do? We're not going to question God, but it's left for us, we human, to learn from an existing event. So here we have a Pastor Dominion. You're welcome. I'll be throwing some series of questions to you, and you tell us what you know and what you think about what's going on here. First of all, let me ask you this question. You've introduced yourself, and viewers have already known you. Now let me ask you, please, who is Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu to you? How did you get to know her? What do you know about her?
Well, Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu, I met her even before she got married. I knew her even when they were in a group called Glorious Singers. Then in Christ Apostolic Church, Ababa, Nike, yes. That was the family church. The father also was a minister of the gospel in Christ Apostolic Church with my father also. My father is still a pastor there. Before the demise of the father, Pastor Mado, You know, we were like family friends.
Wow.
Osinachi is like a sister to me.
Wow.
Yes, she's like, when I mean a sister, she can open up herself to me, tell me the things she's going through. And also I was praying along with her over some certain things that were happening in her life.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would say that Osinachi Nwachukwu is like a sister to me, because my family and their family, we are like family friends. Yes, the father and my father, they were very good close friends.
Wow.
Before the father died.
Wow.
Yes, that's how.
Wow.
Things are
Wow.
not
That's
bad.
great. Which means you know much about her from what you've explained to us here.
Yes.
It means you've known much about her, and she knows you very much well.
She knows me very well.
That's good. That's a good one, sir. Then coming to her husband, Mr. Peter Nwachukwu. Can you tell us, what do you know about? Have you gone to, like have you met with her husband? Like, do you know her husband?
The story of Mr. Peter Nwachukwu is like you see online now. Everything is online. Nothing is hidden anymore.
Yeah.
I think I met Mr. Peter Nwachukwu the day they buried the father of Mrs. Sosi Nwachukwu. Yes, when the father died, I met him there, but I didn't have any close conversation with him that day, because everywhere was rowdy.
Yeah.
You know, but what brought me closer to the man, as you can remember, your mobility studio himself. You know,
Yeah.
I was the one that brought Sister Osinachi to your studio.
Yes, of
You know,
course.
I featured her in my
One of the
song.
songs.
It's two songs.
Yeah.
Ebenezer and the other is and this. You know, so
Yeah.
after we recorded the songs, Sister Osi was pleading with me, Ivan. That's what she used to call me, Ivan. And that's evangelist, you know. He calls me, said, please don't bring the song out, my husband. You have to call him so that he will give permission. You know, that's, you know, the man was complaining that Minister Prosper Ochimana didn't treat Osi well. In that song they did Ekweme and Emma Onyx. Carry me, you know the song.
Yes.
So the man was complaining that they did not treat the wife well. So anybody that will feature the wife in anything like music must pay very well. You know.
Of course.
So I was like, how will I call this man? Okay, I told her, give me your husband's number, and she gave me the number. I called the man on phone. The man was like, honestly speaking, the man is not, I don't want to use harsh words, but the man is something else. He told me, what do you mean? I said, I featured your wife in my music, and we want to release the song. He asked me, who gave you the permission to feature my wife in your music? I said, sir, Sister Osinachi is like a sister to me, and I told her I have a song on doing now. Can you please voice in the song? The man was mad at me that I should not dare bring out the song. That before I should bring the song, I was in New York then, because I school in New York.
Yeah.
You know, he said I should come to Abuja. That he must see me one-on-one before I bring out the song. I told him, sir, okay, that period I was about writing my exams, my final exams actually. I said, please, sir, can I come? He said, I want to see you before you dare bring out the song. I said, okay, I'm going to come to Abuja. And I tried my best. I went to Abuja. I told him that I'm coming to Abuja. But to my chagrin, to my disappointment, he said, I called him while I was on transit. I said, I'm on my way coming now.
Yeah.
He said, coming where? Did you tell me you are coming? That was where my problem began. I said, you told me to come. Why are you asking me why are you coming?
Yeah.
I was like, am I dealing with a double-faced person, or what is happening? You know, it was a terrible situation. I just want to cut everything short. When I got to Abuja, it was another story altogether. I got to Abuja Friday night around 12:30 a.m. in the morning. I mean 12 in the night now, you know now. Yes, 12:30 a.m. in the midnight.
which means you did you did
I was
everything
trying to
possible
please
make
him.
sure.
I was trying to please because he was like acting like the boss. He's the he's the acclaimed manager
Yeah,
of
the manager,
Sister
yeah.
Osinachi. So I had to please him so that there will be no, because Sister Osinachi's issue is please my husband. Sister C doesn't mind displeasing herself, but let the man be pleased. But in all things, you can't please someone that is quite abnormal. Let me use that word. The man is abnormal.
Yeah.
Yes, he's abnormal. So I met him. I called him on phone that I'm now in Abuja. He said, okay, I don't want to talk about how my ordeals, what I went through. I don't want to talk about it. I met him. I called him on phone. He said, okay, you are welcome. That his friend lost the wife, that he cannot see me. That I should wait when he's chanced that he will come and see me. That's what he told me. I called his Osinachi on phone. So this is what your husband told me. What will I do now? I have exams to write on Monday, and I want to go back on Sunday. If I can be able to see you and your husband, let's reach an agreement on how we can do to bring out the song.
Yes.
You know, the lady was dumbfounded. She was pitying me. She said to me, please, Ivan, just calm down for my sake. I say, I'm coming down for your sake. I'm going to calm down. Okay, she now told me that she come to church, Dunamis or Glory Dome. I came to Glory Dome after the service. She called me and told the husband, this is Evangelist Dominion Emmanuel, the one I did the song with. The man said, I cannot see you now. We have to see on Monday, because my friend lost the wife. This friend that's lost the wife, what has he to do with what we just an ordinary discussion? Let's sign the MOU. This is what we are going to, what will go for you in the song, and this one will go for me. That's just what we want to do. The man kept on procrastinating, delaying me. The abuse of my time and my personality in my little me. He doesn't see. Mr. Peter Nwachukwu doesn't care who you are. Sisosi was begging him, please now, can you just settle this thing with him so that he can go back tomorrow morning?
Yes.
This man said, I am not seeing him today. Do you know this man took the wife and they left? Sisosi told me, please, Ivan, just wait for me. I'm coming. Do you know, I didn't know that this man took her and sent her to a program that day. I was in Glory Dome waiting for them around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Do you know I was there waiting for them till around after 3 to 4.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth. I said I cannot wait again. Let me go back to the hotel room where I was. I now went. I now called Sister Osinachi on phone. Where were you? Say I should wait for you in Glory Dome. What happened? He said, Ivan, I'm very sorry. My husband asked me to go for a program. One thing I discovered is that most of the programs that Sisosi goes, some of them she doesn't want to go, but she will obey the husband to go. That's just what happened. My experience with the man was something else. Do you know, at the end of my journey in Abuja, I did not reach the agreement with them again. I came back.
How many days did you spend in Abuja?
I was in Abuja on Friday. I spent a time I think on Friday, Saturday,
Wow.
Sunday, Monday. I left Abuja on Tuesday.
Lodging in a hotel, paying.
Yes, paying.
Spending your money.
Spending my money. He didn't even bother. He didn't bother. What he did was that, okay, he said, because you have spent you have spent a lot of money, I will contribute to your thief while going back. That's what he said. Actually, I think he gave me 5,000 naira. It was even Sisosi that transferred the money to me. It was even, I think, he gave me, I think 5,000 naira or I can't really remember, but I know they gave me money. I think 5,000 naira. Yes. Let me know. I don't want to lie, But the unfortunate thing there is that I did not. What brought me to Abuja was not accomplished. And what brought me is that he said I should come so that we will reach an agreement. He did not reach agreement with me. He did not say, okay, go ahead and bring out the song. Nothing. He did not do anything again. I came back to Uyo. Not to.
Okay.
I went to Abuja from Uyo, and I went back to Uyo because I'm schooling there.
Yeah.
I'm schooling there. So it's a bad experience. Even when I came back, he still insisted that I will not bring out the song. That I must. It is what he says in the song that will happen. That what will happen is that I'm going to give them 50-50. Anything that will accrue in the song, that they will take 50%, I will take 50%. And in the song, I should not write I'm featuring Sister Osinachi. I should write it, I should write it that the song is both, is our song. I told him, sir, no, this is my song. I've already I composed the song. I only told my sister to come and voice in. It's my song. He said no, that it is not. I should not call it my song. I should call it our song. The wife told him that no, sir, that this thing is his song. This is his song. It's not our song. That he featured. That was what Sisosi was telling. Sisosi cannot even say anything. You say, shut up, it's not your business, it's my business now. I'm telling you honest truth. Honestly. Sisosi will just be following him, whatever he says. But I discovered, for me to just make peace to reign, I said, okay, let's take it 50-50. But what happened is that after some time, he called me on phone. Mr. Peter Nwachukwu called me on phone. And was telling me that he had a revelation. In that revelation, I was feeling me. I was feeling that he was like cheating me.
Wow.
He now said, I'm not cheating you. Just calm down. I'm not cheating you.
Which means he knows what he's doing.
He's know what, thank you, my brother. He knows what he was doing. No, I was like, this man that is saying this thing like this now, I have to make investigations. If I want to feature somebody or I want to do a collaboration with somebody, what are the terms? And I make I made investigations, and I discovered that I am the one that ought to tell them the terms.
Of course.
This is what I want to do. And I told the man, this is what I want to do now. I'm not going to follow what you said. I'm going to give you 40%. I'm going to give Sister Osinachi 40% because I featured her. She did not collect money from me in whatever I did with that, because she took me as a brother. Yes, even in their family, I am like a brother. I am like a pastor to them. We do things together. She didn't collect any dime. I said, because of that sacrifice, I'm going to give my sister 40%. Let me take 60%. The man said, who says that? He was asking me. I said, I'm the one. So he said, no, you cannot tell me what will happen in the song. That he is the one that will say what will happen. He said, what Prosper or Chimana did to the wife will not happen again. What Emma Onyx did, I don't know what they did. But you will not now take the pound of flesh on me. It was a terrible situation. Sistochi was begging me. He said, please, Ivan, please, calm down. Just let's bring out the song for the glory of God. Let it minister to the people. Because if you hear the song, even an unbeliever, anyone that hears the song will know that the song is amazing. Is an amazing song. It's something that even he himself, Peter Nwachukwu, he was saying that this one is next to Ekwueme. That
maybe that's the more reason why he's trying to protect.
He was trying to,
song in order not to lose a lot of things. When the song starts trending.
But must you cheat me in what was
Anyways, it's all right. It's all right.
Well.
I've heard from you.
It's well.
It's not an easy step. Anyways, now, all right. Anyways, my able pastor. From what you said so far, we've come to understand that this man we're talking about is a tough person. He's a tough person.
Very tough
person. Though I've heard about him, everybody have been talking about him, series of stories about the man, though we're not here to talk much about that side. Let's go to the next question. Okay. Now, the next question is, now that everything has happened this way, now that Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu, late Osinachi Nwachukwu is gone, what do you think? What do you think will be the fate of this particular project that is yet to come out? This your music stuff, this particular project that is yet to come out. Now that Osinachi Nwachukwu, you did the song with her. Now that she's no longer here, what do you think is the fate of this project with this man and everything that is going on now? What do you think is going to be the fate of this project?
Well, that's why I think that is the main reason we are here, because the way people talk. That song, or that music project is my investment.
Yeah.
My money is there, the sleepless nights and you know how we struggle to do it.
Yeah, of course,
you know.
of course.
So I won't let all those efforts go just like that.
Yeah.
And we are just doing this video to let the world know that there is a song that Sister Osinachi did that ought to bless the world.
Yeah.
It's supposed to bless the people. And the so-called acclaimed manager of hers, the husband, Mr. Peter Nwachukwu, insisted that I will not bring the song out. You know, but we have to bring the song out so that it will bless people.
Of course.
Well, what I want to do is that everything. Why I refused the man's terms. He said that he's the one that would tell me what to do and the rest of it. I said, Sister Osinachi, I know some of the things you're going through. Most of the money you are getting in the programs you go is not in your account.
Yeah,
the man has everything. So even if I agree to give him what he wants, it is still Mr. Peter Nwachukwu I'm giving it. So I said I'm not going to do it. Sister C pleaded with me, say, Van, I thought you will understand me. Let's give it to him. Now I said no. I'm telling you the truth. Sister C partly was not happy with me because that's the only thing I've ever refused for her. I'm telling you under God. That is the only thing I've refused to do for Sister Osinachi. I said I'm not going to do it. You know. So what I'm going to do now is that anything I'm going to give Sister Osinachi, all her rights in that song must go to the children. I'm telling you the truth. Nothing.
Which means you are still ready. You are still ready to not minding that she's late.
Yes.
You are still ready as a child of God.
Yes.
And as a minister of God to offer her her rights.
Right. Of course. In this life, money.
That is based on what you've decided.
Yeah, which I told Sister Osinachi, she's aware.
Yeah.
What I told Osinachi, and she agreed. Sister C agreed 40% of the rights, you know, of the whatever that will come out as a benefit from the song.
Yeah.
She agreed, but the man said no, it's going to be 50-50. That the song is our own,
which is not
it's not supposed to be like that. Everything I promised Sister Osinachi must go to the children. I'm not stupid and I'm not inhuman. Those children will reap what their mother has labored for.
Yes.
Not Peter Nwachukwu. Because if he treated this woman in a way he ought to, I would have considered to what he said, but I saw what he was. I saw what he has in him. The man, permit me to use that word, he is a beast. He has a bad heart. This thing we're talking about is not about weakness. We're talking about wickedness. The man is wicked. He's wicked. So everything that's supposed to be go to Sister Osinachi will go to the children. Not a dime will be removed from it. Yeah. I promise people that I promise her that, and it must be done. It must be done because that song,
so well.
You know now, you are the engineer. So even ordinary carnal people that doesn't know God, when they hear the song, they begin to speak in tongues.
The song is anointed. The song is anointed. It's one of the songs we've ever done that gave me that spiritual anointing that whenever I listen to the song, I tend to get filled with the spirit of God naturally. The song is amazing. You did a nice composition even in the song, and I think that's the reason why Osinachi decided, because I know she don't engage in this kind of project with anybody.
Yes, she told me.
I know that already.
Yes.
For her to accept, it means she knows what is in the song.
Yes.
Anyway, it's okay. So far, let's take it to another side, because there are other things going on.
Yes.
And I believe you that have at least discussed and met with Osinachi, from how you met, how you know from earlier on till now, I believe maybe you must have known one or two things about her family life, because everything that is happening, people are seeing it, people are watching. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Now, I believe you know her very well. Has she in any way, or do you in any way know about her family life? Because I've heard a lot of things about her life in the family with her husband. Now, what can you tell us? What do you think? What do you know about her family life?
My brother, mobility, Sister C suffered. I used to pray with those Sister C on phone. She will call me one night. I'm not going to say everything here because we are on record. One night, I was startled by her calls. Anyone that knows Sister Nachi, she want to call you, she will call you and call you. You will be seeing 5 missed calls, 6 missed calls. She called me that night. I picked the call. She was shivering. I was hearing the voice of a depressed and a hopeless person. She was crying, weeping bitterly. I said, Sister, what is happening? He said, Ivan, that is, he chased me out of the house, locked the door against her. You know, Abuja, now very cold. That was around that Xmas period then, you know. How could you chase a woman out of the house? After beating her, you chase her out.
Very terrible.
I started consoling her, praying for her, tell her, please, don't take it to heart.
Sorry for cutting you. Was that the first time she told you something like this?
That was not the first time.
Which means it has been
happening. Been there. But you know, one thing with Sister C, like I went through the interview that BBC had with the mother. If you're telling Sister C come out, she will tell you what people will say. She's a woman of God. She doesn't want to get divorced. It's not divorce we're talking about here. We say just come out. Just I personally here now. I personally, she calls me Van. I'm like a pastor to her. Like let me know. I know she has that Paul is our father in the Lord.
Yeah.
I'm also a dynamite. Yes, I'm also a dynamite. She is our father in the Lord. But many a times she may not have called Daddy Paul every time because he's a busy man. He just call me and tell me some certain things.
Yeah.
I would tell her, please, we are not telling you to divorce her. Him. Come out. This man does not value you.
Like this, separation is not divorce.
Separation is not divorce. No, I'm telling you the truth. Separation is not. Even Jesus told Joseph, carry this child and run away. Running away is not divorce. I know about what she was going to, but she always believed. There was a time she engaged me. She said, let's go on prayers. We did 6 to 6, 3 days, and 3 days night vigil, praying that God will change Peter Nwachukwu. But I told her, let's just pray the prayer. But I know that God did not bother changing the devil, because this man is not, what is happening to him is not about weakness. It's about wickedness. A man's heart is hardened. It's hardened. I don't want to say everything that he did to me in Abuja. No, I don't want to go. That's not the point. The point is not here. I'm not here to open up some certain, because people are still talking. That's just it.
Yes.
I know about it. I know what she was going through.
Wow, which means this woman has been passing through a lot of.
She passed through a lot
tribulations in that family, which people know about. It's all right. But I want to chip in something. I want to ask you something. Okay. And now, do you think, like the Bible said, that wives should respect their husbands? Now, do you think what Osinachi does, like, because I have heard that she respects, she has so much fear for her husband, she respects her husband to the core. Do you think that act, do you think is right in the sight of God? Or what do you have to say about that? Because what do you have to say about that?
It was not, that thing is not respect, it's fear. And we are not meant to be afraid. Bible says fear not. So anyone that's giving you fear is the devil. Anytime you meet the angel of the Lord, what you will hear is fear not. Sister Osinachi was threatened to the point that she is afraid of the man. Even sometimes when she will call me on phone, Sister Osi will say, she will say, hey, he's coming, I will call you back, I call back. She will off the phone. So much afraid of the man. To me, I was like, hi, oh my God. I may not have muscle to fight, but I'm telling you, I know where to touch the. I did martial arts. Honestly speaking, you know when I was telling them, I know where to touch the man, and he will. But we don't fight. Our battle is not. Our warfare is not kana. But see, it got to a point I was angry. This lady cannot make call. If he hear the man is coming, she will be afraid and she will cut the phone. What manner of thing is that? And the man utilized that timidity
so
to mess her up. I'm telling you. So it's not, that thing is not submission. And the way I was telling people, see, when Paul was giving analogy of the church, Christ and the church, in Ephesians 5, there was something that he said there. He said, husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church.
Yes.
Are you getting it now? So Paul was trying to say that the husband is like the Christ, and the wife is like the church.
Yes.
So the love that Christ had for the church now was what brought out the submission of the church to Christ.
Yes.
It is the love of Christ that made the church to submit. So I was not seeing the love from Mr. Nwachukwu that should even make the submission to continue. I'm not like saying that if your husband is maltreating you, that you should know, you should not become, you should not submit to the man. But that is my own opinion is this: any man that wouldn't treat you in a loving way, in a caring manner, doesn't deserve your submission, especially when he's abusing you. That's my own opinion. Any man that is denying you the love of Christ, any man that is denying you the love of Christ does not deserve your submission. I mean, to the point of abusing you, beating you, chasing you, doing this, denying you your right. No. I wouldn't ask any woman to continue submitting, because it can lead to death, just like we are seeing today. So when pastors are telling women, submit to your husband, you should also tell the husband, love. And when the man is denying the woman the love, as Christ gave such an amazing love to the church, let no woman submit to such abusive relationship. It's not good. Wow. Yeah, that's my own take in it.
Yeah, it's okay. We've heard so much from you, and let's go to another question. And from here we're rounding off anyways very soon. Okay. Now, what advice like Osinachi have played her role as a submissive wife? Let's say that's her own opinion.
Yes.
Now, what advice as a professional and as a minister, a counselor? Now, what advice can you give to a wife, a husband in this kind of situation? Or generally, what advice can you give? Or how can you counsel women, even wives to be, and wives and husbands as well?
Okay, like I said now, what Paul said, because that is where they used to cancel marriage. Wives, submit to your husband, and husband, love your wife. And Paul said, just like church, wives, submit to your husband just like the church is submissive to Christ. And husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. I would advise any woman that is whether you're getting married or you're already in marriage, submit to your husband. Yes, but when it comes to abuse, please pack your things and leave. Anyone that questions your packing out from that house should be blamed. Don't listen to because what my sister Osinachi was hiding from. Don't want people to say anything. People are they not saying any things now? Things are coming out even beyond expectation. Beyond,
and she's nowhere to defend it anymore.
She's not there to defend it. So your life, even my father in the Lord, Dr. Paul Enenche, if you go online, you see what he was saying. He's never in support of any marriage that is abusive. He's never in support of it. I was shocked. Something happened. Let me say this thing. I was telling somebody that the Paul Enenche is not fully aware of what she's going through. She was going through. But there was a day she called me and she was crying. People invited her in a program in Isochi, and they paid 300,000. The husband charged 300,000 naira, and they paid the money. This man still insisted that she will not go for the program, and those people began to threaten the lady and her ministry. Sisosi called me and said, Ivan, I don't know what to do again. No, these people are threatening. They told the man, we are giving you only 2 days. If not, anything you see, take. This man was, as in, he intentionally wanted to destroy the ministry of this lady. I was angry. I told Sister C, go and tell Daddy Paul. I believe she told me, I don't want to go and say that, so it will not look as if I'm taking my marriage outside. I say, he's not taking it outside. You are telling your father in the Lord. Go and tell him. And I believe she went and told Daddy Paul, and Daddy Paul invited the man. That was how the money was sent back to the people.
Please, let me quickly say this before we round off this interview. Sister Sinachi never intended to be collecting money before she goes for a program. She believes that the gift of God in her is for the service of the body of Christ. She believes that the gift of God in her is to serve the body of Christ. That notwithstanding, doesn't mean that after the administration that she will not be honored, But she never intended to be collecting money before she goes for any program. Every collecting of money, charging, billing people was the absolute intention and agenda of Mr. Peter Nwachukwu. I could remember vividly when Ekweme came out newly. She was invited for a program in US. I think Prosper was also invited in that program. She told me that she doesn't want to go for that program, that she's not willing, she's not led to go. But this man was persuading her to the point that she now asked me that I should pray along with her. Should she go for the program? I finally told her not to go for the program. I believe she did not go for the program again. Every billing people, telling them pay so amount of money and the rest of them, every of those acts was the sole agenda of Mr. Peter Nwachukwu. There are some altars that Sister Chinachi never wanted to step into. There are places she goes for a program that she never wanted to go. Peter Nwachukwu will collect money and send her there, merchandising the gift of God in her, making money with this lady. There are places she never wanted to go to minister. There are some altars after going to minister in such places, she will come back with pains, with arrows, with attack. And she will be complaining to me that there are places she goes that her spirit does not like. She will just go, just to please the man. She really took risk. Oh, I'm telling you. I wouldn't start to tell. There are places she will go, she will come back with either one attack or the other. There are some places she will go, she will tell me that her voice nearly ceased when she wanted to minister. There are places, not everywhere a music minister is invited to minister that she will go to or he will go to. There are polluted altars, and those polluted altars, they will pay more, they will pay very well. Peter Nwachukwu does not care. All he knows is that you are going for a program, go and get the money. And many times when the money is paid, he will not even tell the lady that they have already paid the money. And she will not even give her any dime. Please, I am making this video again for the members of the public to know that Mr. Peter Nwachukwu should be held responsible to give an account over the life of Sister Sinachi. Yes, let justice be given to Sister Sinachi. We know she has gone, but let justice be given to her. Let justice be given to her. She deserves it. Yes.
It was a very terrible situation.
Wow.
Are you going to say that? So it is not. You don't stay in a marriage that is abusive. My father in the Lord cannot. He does not support such a thing. People are saying, the church. Where is the church now? They were telling her to endure. No, nobody told her to endure. Please, that the Paul did not tell her to endure. Don't say what you don't know. I am an insider a little bit. I know some things. I know what I'm talking about. I am an insider. Yes, even her sister Marachi. Yes, I've also featured in my song.
Yes.
She told the sister, come out. But Sister C, if Sister C beg you for something, unless you are heartless, she will tell you please. She will beg and beg and beg and beg, and you wouldn't have any option than to concede. You know what I'm saying now? So I'm telling you, please, my advice is that don't stay in an abusive marriage. No. Don't stay in an abusive marriage. It doesn't matter what people will say, because when you die, they will still say.
Yeah.
So come and let your life be preserved.
First.
Foremost. Yes. Please. And if you are a husband that takes pride in beating your wife, I wouldn't ask you to stop, because Mr. Nwachukwu told me that he will handle me. He told me my former phone that I lost, he sent me texts that he will handle, that he will show me that he's Mr. Nwachukwu. I sent a text to him. I told him, sir, it's not everybody you handle like that. That I am not an ordinary person, even though I may look. So he said he will handle me. I told him it's not everybody you handle just like that. You don't threaten me. He said, okay, let's be watching. That if I want that the song will stay 1 million years, that it will not come out.
Wow.
That moved me, as in that is a threat. You know, it was then I knew that the man was really serious. You know, he was really. So I told Sister what he said. You know, and she was really shocked. Honestly, Sister Sinachi wanted the song to come out by all means, but she couldn't do otherwise because she was under the let me use that word, manipulation of the man.
Yeah.
She was just afraid of the man. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm advising anyone that is still treating the wife, maltreating your wife, thinking that nobody will ask you questions. Maybe your wife doesn't have anybody that will speak for her. Be careful, because one day the God of the helpless will come for you. Be very careful about it. What Peter Nwachukwu is into today, I'm just unhappy because my sister entered into that situation. But what Peter Nwachukwu is going through today may be your own portion if you are not careful. Stop maltreating your wife. Stop abusing your wife. It's not good. If you don't want her, let me speak like my father in the Lord, send her home. It's better than to kill somebody's child.
I wonder what the family is going through now.
It's a very bad situation.
Thank you so much. Welcome. And I've heard so much from you. One more question before we round off. I want to ask, how did you get to know? Because the first time, what was the feelings you got when you heard that Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu is dead? And how did you hear about it? How did you saw it on the internet, or were you called, or how did you get to know about it?
I don't see it on internet. Somebody called me and told me about it. If not that the person is an adult, I would have slapped the person. I told the person that this is how they said that KOK Kanayo was dead, and the man came online and said that he was not there. He's not dead. So I was like, this is a fake news. Not until I called Sister Sinachi's best friend
in Abuja.
Yes, in Abuja, Mrs. Glory. I said to her, what am I hearing? She said, my brother, it is true. Hi! I said, what? December, 1st December, last year December, Sister called me on phone. He said, Ivan. He said, Ivan, please, let's bring her this on. I'm coming to Enugu on 3rd of December. I'm coming to Enugu. If I come, I will call you so we can stay together and pray. You know, we can pray and talk on how we can bring out this song. What the man does is that if she will finish her administration like now, he will book her flight back to Abuja immediately.
Next available flight.
He doesn't want her to stay close to their family at all. Not even to sing with Amarachi. You know, so the twin sister. Something happened in unusual praise. This man refused that Osinachi will not sing with Amarachi. Sister Amarachi called me that night. He said, Ivan, look at what is happening. I was the one coming Amarachi because Amarachi wanted to take a drastic step. Because Amarachi is more courageous than Osinachi, you know.
Yes.
So this man that was why I couldn't see Sister Osinachi that 3rd day of December 2021. I saw Sister Osinachi last the day she came to the studio. But we have been talking on phone, you know. It's a very sad news that Sister Osinachi is now gone. Sure. But what I want to say to Peter Nwachukwu, and anything that made him to do what he did, Sister Osinachi is not dead.
Yes.
Yes, her legacy still lives.
Yes.
And there are people that will continue where she stopped. So you did not succeed. Her ministry continues.
Yes.
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 I composed a new song. I'm going to sing as a tribute to to her. The song is the fire of the saints does not die.
Yeah.
It doesn't die.
Doesn't quench.
It doesn't quench. So no matter what you are doing, or no matter what Peter Nwachukwu or the devil in him did, it cannot stop Sister Osinachi. It will not happen. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. It's nice having you here. And please remind us that your name again.
I'm Evangelist Dominion Emmanuel, DC Emmanuel. Yes.
Wow. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You've had the viewers. You've had it all from him. Yes. This person is you heard from the right source, because even when Osinachi was growing, they grew together. They knew each other very well. So there's not
growing in music when
of
she
course,
was in
of course. Even before, I know you know her even before she got married.
Yes, I know her before she got married. Yes.
So the interaction didn't start today. So now you've heard it all from him, and I would say any family should avoid domestic violence. It's very, very devastating. This thing that happened that affected everybody. It's even affected us here in the studio. So late Sister Osinachi Nwachukwu was a role model to a lot of artists in the music industry, and it's a sad thing that we missed her. We don't know. In short, we're tired of crying. We're tired of crying. But to God be all the glory. God knows the best. God knows how it happened.
Please, okay. before we cut off now, I want to tell the people that they should expect the song to the song is going to be a blessing to people. Sister Osinachi, like I said, is not dead. Yes, even though that she transited, she is not dead. Her legacy still lives. Yes, there are songs that will come out that she did before the demise. I believe it will bless people. Everyone that been following her should continue following her. Follow her YouTube, follow her Instagram and Facebook. She's a gift, she's a talent. When she came here, she didn't even know about the second song, This Ebenezer, but she came. The inspiration of God in her was so much, and I believe let's continue drinking from that. Yes. Mantles does not die. Yeah. The carrier may just transit, but the mantle never dies. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes. And you've heard it all from him. A scent lives forever. Yes. And we all believe in that. To God be the glory. In everything we give God praise. And here we're drawing the curtain today. We'll continue to feed you back if any other information comes up as we continue to follow up the internet. Thank you so much. You're welcome, sir. God bless you. This is Mobility Studios. And we hope to have you again next time.
Big man.
Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. God bless you. Bye.